G'day guys, again, thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about bolts and stuff for your rebuilds. So come on the journey with me for this vid and we'll talk about what I like to do for bolts and what are some of the alternatives you have. So let's have a look now. With most builds, as I'm sure you're aware, there's two different types that most blokes use. They use a zinc bolt or just a standard bolt, or they use a stainless steel bolt. Now it's much of a muchness really what you use, but you know, I like to go and get a whole bunch of bolts, but I build Scott Bonners and different machines in bulk, so I can go buy 200-300 bolts at a time of the same one, and it doesn't really fuss me. I know that I'll use them. But if you want to replace all the bolts on your machine when you're doing your rebuild, that's absolutely fine, and I encourage people to do that. But one of the things is you've got to go to a bolt shop with a handful of bolts and go, can you give me this? And sometimes it's quite painful for the other people that are trying to source the bolts for you when at the bolt shop, or you're at Bunnings, you don't know what you want. So look, some of the ways you can do it is you can just buy a bolt kit. Now, one of our good friends and a long time follower on the page, Brett Clancy, so you can contact Brett to get some of his bolt kits. So they're available now. So he does them for solid decks and twin rails for the Model 45. And he does them in stainless steel, and he does them also in the zinc. So I just wanted to walk you through now exactly what you're gonna get from Brett when you order them. His kits are pretty cool, so I'll show you what they look like now. So there we go. There's one there. Another kit there. So here's the solid deck one. It comes marked, and there's a twin rail one. This one's stainless steel. This one's zinc. Doesn't really matter. They both come in zinc. They both come in stainless. All right, let's have a look now at how they come. So they come in a big bag. So we'll empty that out, and as you can see there, solid deck. So zinc kits cost $100, and the stainless steel kits cost $110, and like I said, they're both available through Brett, who does a great job of packing them up ready for you. So if you're one of these people that have stripped your machine and you don't know where bolts go and all that sort of stuff, well, he's done all the hard work for you. He's not only sourced all the bolts, but he's actually written on them what they're for. So for instance, here we go, one of the kits, reel bearing housing cap. There's 4 of those bolts, pivot washers, and internal tooth washers. So there you go. That's what you're going to get in the kit. So that'll do your reel bolts. And I mean, look, he's got everything laid out for you. These look like the sprocket nuts. What are these ones? Handlebar. So it's all labelled. It's all really easy for you guys to sort out, you know. That's all your clutch bolts by the looks. Look at that. Even the square drive ones that you're going to need for your rear roller stuff. Pretty cool. Lots of different stuff, and it also comes with, which I think is pretty good, some molly grease. So when you're greasing up. So let's have a quick look at the stainless while I've got it here. Same sort of stuff, except in stainless. Okay. So no matter what size bolts you've got, he's supplied both. So there's obviously 2 different types of handlebar bolts. So he's supplied both of them, and just really good, really well thought out, really easy to follow. So if you're doing a build and you want these sort of bolts, I'll throw up Brett's details here on the screen. Like I said before, a zinc kit will cost you $100, and a stainless steel kit will cost you $110. Now also, he does chains as well. There you go. So there's the chains he does. Pretty cool. So the age-old question of am I going to use zinc or am I going to use stainless steel bolts? Well, at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters on these machines. You know, you got good properties of both. I mean, both are very good with corrosion resistance and that sort of thing. The only downside I can see to the stainless is they can seize up at times. So you talk to anyone that's been in the industry, those bolts, if they're not installed correctly, can seize up. Look, that's why they come with that moly grease. But I've never seen a zinc bolt, like when they strip, you can just remove them generally. Where with a stainless steel bolts, I've had dramas where a bolt's stripped or seized up or whatever, and you need to cut the bolts off. So it's not the end of the world. You can use both, but at the end of the day, I don't use stainless steel bolts on my builds unless a customer actually asks me to do it like that. So look, either way, you're going to have a fantastic end result. I think you have to change bolts in this day and age with your machines. You're going to all that effort to pull a machine apart, and what's the point in just throwing it all back together with old cruddy bolts? You know, just give them a fresh lease on life, change the bolts, and look, this is a really easy way to make sure you have all the bolts that are correct for your machine and last for the next 40 years. So I'll put, like I said, Brett's details in this vid so you can get in contact with him, and we'll see you on the next vid. Thanks for watching. Check me out on YouTube under Chinny Cylinders. Like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my vids.